welcome to my channel. Welcome to a brand new Sims 4 speed build. And this one is actually the first video of 2022. So yeah, that's very exciting. And I thought to kick off this year, I want to do a really cool big build where I celebrate something that I really love. And as you guys may know, I do live in London. So I thought I would try and build some London townhouses just because I love the architecture of London. And I've not done a London related build with custom content ever on my channel. So yeah, this is a first. I've done New York townhouses before, which I love, but I thought let's give a London a go, and I really love the end result. I really hope you guys like it as well. And yeah, we are furnishing 3 whole houses. This might take a while, so I recommend you grab a drink or a snack and settle in again. So yeah, this lot is actually the 50 by 40 in Britechester, which is like a, I think, London inspired world in a way, because the houses look very similar and it's just got this overall vibe of London. I don't know, when I first saw the world I was like, that's definitely London in The Sims. And yeah, I decided to build 3 townhouses, but they're all in 3 different styles. So usually in London you probably wouldn't see like 3 of those next to each other because they're all different styles, and usually in London a street is like full of very similar, if not same looking houses. But I decided to go against that because I thought it'd be very boring to have the same 3 houses next to each other. So I built 3 different ones. So the leftmost one is black, the one in the middle is light brown and white, with some ivy and wisteria, which I forgot to record, so it's not in the recording. I'm very sorry. And then the third one is a black, white and darker brick one, and I recommend to stay tuned for the interior because the exterior colors also reflect the interior colors, which I am very excited for you guys to see. Obviously the main pack of CC that I used for this build is the Georgian and the London set by Felix. They're just absolutely stunning. I've never seen more beautiful and more accurate like London style windows and doors. Absolutely beautiful, and all the details that come with this pack, like stones for corners, there is the railings for windows, columns and all of that stuff. It's absolutely perfect, and I'm obsessed with the Georgian windows. So beautiful and classic London, honestly. So I couldn't help but use those windows everywhere. And I also used some London windows on the middle one with the arched shape. So yeah, that was the main inspiration also for this build. I would not have been able to make it as accurate to like how London houses look if I didn't have Felix Ander's packs for that, and I'm very grateful for that. Not gonna lie, I couldn't build any of these things that I enjoy doing so much, like New York, London stuff, without the amazing CC creators. But yeah, I'm waffling. I really enjoyed building these London townhouses just because it feels a little bit like home, even though I don't live in these houses and probably never will. But it feels a little bit more like my environment here in London. So yeah, I really hope you guys will like the houses as well and enjoy watching this video. If you do, then please leave a like down below and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would really mean a lot. And you have to let me know which out of the 3 townhouses is your favorite in the comments down below, please. I'm really curious to hear which ones appeal to you guys the most. So yeah, do let me know. I had so much fun with the exterior, not just for the buildings but also for the surroundings. I loved cluttering up like the street vibe. I don't know, I love adding like lampposts and street signs and gutters and drains and all that stuff to make it come to life a little bit. I want it to feel realistic. So yeah, I added lots and lots of details, and the fences were a bit tricky because the classic kind of West London fences are very hard to recreate in The Sims. Luckily we do have debug items. I didn't find any good CC for it, but the debug items did the trick, and I used like white pillars and like a bottom bit and then a black metal fence, and together they look like the actual fences that you see on houses around London. And the back fences I did a little bit differently because I decided to go for brick walls, which is very common here. We have a lot of these like brick walls at the back side of houses that like separate each garden from the next. So yeah, I decided to go again for debug items, and I think they look so cool. Like they look like real London houses. I'm very happy with how the backside turned out as well, because you know, you have to make all sides equally as interesting. And yeah, I had a blast, but you'll see me do like all the gardens and stuff when I do each house. For now, let's move on to the interiors. And like I said, all the interiors are different in terms of color. That means I aligned the exterior color with also the interior colors. For the first house, for example, I decided to go for a lot of black because obviously the exterior is black, and then mixed with white and light brown wood, and I think that creates a really warm interior, which I absolutely love. And I've been using some gorgeous CC in these houses to make them look really elegant, elevated, modern, really stunning. And I love using items of CC in new swatches because it just never gets boring. There's so many swatches that you can literally create new looks of interiors all the time, literally all the time. For example, I used a new swatch of the rolled scuff kitchen, I don't know if I pronounced that right, by Pierre Sim. I went for a marble countertop with a white counter, and I really love that look. And then I combined it with the mirror kitchen by Tuds, which is like a mirrored front on the cabinets. I think it looks super elegant and super sleek. Also, the first house has 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, so it's 1 main bedroom and then 2 kids bedrooms, so a nursery and a kids bedroom actually. And it has an office as well, and I really enjoyed creating the gardens of all of these houses. So I had a blast making it look like a proper London environment, just because I walk past these houses on my way to work or supermarket or whatever all the time, and it's so cool to see it come to life in The Sims. And it's, I don't know, I love seeing things that I personally experience every day in The Sims. So yeah, I loved all of these gardens. I'm not a huge garden fan usually, but these were really fun because they're tiny and like cute, and everything has its space, and it was really fun. And also with custom content, it's a breeze to create gardens in a beautiful way. And no garden is really the same as the other one. They're all very different. In general, all of the layouts of all 3 houses are very different because I wanted it to, I don't know, be interesting to watch and also to furnish, because I get bored if I have the same layout every single time. So yeah, there's different layouts, as you will see. So the kitchen is never in the same place, and the living room is never in the same place, and the dining room as well. So they're all different. And then obviously we have different layouts for bedrooms and kids rooms, and everything is very unique. So yeah, you're in for a treat if you're hopefully sticking till the end and see all 3 different versions. By the way, I forgot to say, maybe you've noticed it in the background, I have bought a new throw for the bed, and I'm actually obsessed with how it looks. I'm so in love. It's very me, it's very much my style, which you can probably tell if you've watched some of my videos. It's very up my street, and I'm so excited to have it in the background for the first time ever in this video. Completely irrelevant to anything in the build, but I just wanted to throw it out there. But yeah, let's get back into the build. I downloaded some new CC packs as well. For example, my Shuna son created a new kids room CC pack, which is adorable. Comes with such gorgeous items, and I used quite a lot of them. Like for example, the crib in the first nursery is from there, and so it's like a hanging wall carpet, and stuff like that. Really adorable. And I also downloaded the Lavish set by Charlie Pancakes, which is super stunning, and it's, I think, currently only available in early access Patreon. I don't know if by the time this video comes out it's available for public access, but yeah, it's so beautiful. But I will go into it in a sec, because first of all I want to talk about the second townhouse. There is a walk-in wardrobe in the second townhouse, so when we get to that I will go a bit more into detail about that. But first, let me just talk general about the second townhouse, because it is the middle one, so it has like the fewest windows, and that's why I decided to keep it very light in color. So it's mostly white, beige and light brown wood, which is honestly a combination that I love. I think it's so calming and soothing, and I kept it very minimalistic. I think all of the builds are very minimalistic compared to like usual builds of mine recently, with CC at least, and I really enjoyed keeping it very minimalistic because, you know, if I had to furnish all of these 3 houses with lots of clutter, it would be an impossible task to do and it would probably take me months. So yeah, the minimalistic style really worked with these houses, and like I said, it's very white, which might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I really enjoy the lots and lots of whites with the beige. I think that's such a good color combination. Actually, now that I think of it, I think the color schemes of these 3 houses are very, very similar to the ones of my New York townhouses. Like, one was very black with beige, the other one was white and beige, and then the other one was like a bit more terracotta, which, yeah, you'll see. But yeah, I just realized that apparently those are my 3 favorite color combinations, so there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, like I said, I did create a walk-in wardrobe here for the main bedroom. The main bedroom is like on the first floor, and then the walk-in wardrobe is off to the side. So we have the bathroom and 1 kid's bedroom upstairs, and it's a huge walk-in wardrobe because the lavish set by Charlie Pancakes, which I absolutely adore, if I haven't said that like 3,000 times already, comes with some gorgeous wardrobes that you can then fill with your own clutter. And they come with clothes clutter that are actually beautiful. I really love all the items. You can place them all separately, and they have different swatches and very neutral swatches, very beautiful swatches. There's lots of shoes that you can place and shoe boxes, and also designer shopping bags. So yeah, it's so much fun to create a wardrobe with this set, because before I've always struggled. I think 2-3 weeks ago I said I struggle with walk-in wardrobes. I always try and make them look somewhat nice, but it never is a perfect result because I was just missing the gorgeous CC for it, and now I have it in game. I'm so happy. And also I combined it with some of Ravisheen's CC because they also did some wardrobe clutter. I didn't download any clothes from them, just some accessories, like there's sunglasses, jewelry, hats, a watch, and then there's also ties and belts that you can hang on the wardrobes because they fit perfectly. So yeah, I combined those 2 creators' items, and I think it works really well. It just shows how easily they can be combined, which is amazing. And I placed so many clothes in this room that I was like, I cannot show the process of me doing all of this. It would be so boring to watch. So I did cut out, I think, some of the bits where I select swatches, because my thing is I just place items in their like main first swatch and then change the color with the swatch tool. And to watch that for each of these 3,000 clothes that I placed is probably really annoying. So I did take some of that out, don't you worry. And something that I decided to go for in this build that I don't usually do, or didn't do with the others as well, is I went for a lot of marble, just because I thought these townhouses are probably worth millions of pounds. So the people living there are probably really swanky and really rich, and probably love marble because marble is found in a lot of rich people's houses. I don't usually use marble too much. I do like marble accents here and there, but I went full on marble here, in the kitchen especially, and like in little details that I usually would go for a more uni-colored swatch. But yeah, I thought the marble really works here, and I used a lot of like tables, side tables, stuff like that with marble on them in the garden as well. And I think it really works with this house. Plus I think together with the non-cluttered and very minimalistic look, the marble just kind of works and doesn't look too like cheesy in a way. I don't know, I didn't want it to be too OTT, but I personally like the amount of marble I used. The third one is a complete opposite of the middle townhouse, because I used a terracotta for the walls, and then I used a lot of black, as well as light brown wood. I was really obsessed with light brown wood in this build, I just realized. It just works with so many colors, and I don't know, it warms up the room so nicely. But yeah, I did use a lot of black, which probably not a lot of people like because black can be very dark, but I personally really like black. I think combined with other colors it can be really warm and really welcoming, and with the terracotta it kind of gives off a more industrial vibe, and I love industrial, so yeah, that was a no-brainer for me to do this color combination. And who will believe it, but I did use a different sofa than the slouch sofa by Charlie Pancakes in this house. I used the turn sofa by Tuds, who's also one of my favorite CC creators of all time. They make such beautiful CC, and I'm honestly obsessed with the turn set. If you've been around for a while, you probably know that I'm obsessed with every kind of CC, but Tuds' CC is just chef's kiss, honestly. And I love that sofa. I used more of a curved side as well, because I'm usually like very drawn towards rectangular shapes. I haven't really tapped too much into the round shapes because I just personally prefer the square shapes, but the Turn collection by Tuds made me think differently, because that sofa is beautiful and the tables as well, like that set is just absolutely stunning. And yeah, I did decide to go for this sofa in this house to switch it up a little as well, and I think for the layout this one worked a lot better. The kitchen in this house is very, very, very cool, because I decided to go for a different look than I usually do, like fully wooden counters. They are from the Rolskov collection by Pierre, which is one of my favorite kitchen sets of all time, and they are fully wood, and I kind of wanted to set a contrast by using the brownstone island from Harry. Absolutely love the combination of the two. I think they look so cool and modern, and I decided against a fully black kitchen here because I wanted the light brown wood to be more apparent in this entire build and not fall into the whole like black and terracotta color. Kept it quite warm that way, and yeah, absolutely love the result. The kitchen is very, very minimal as well, but I did add a huge wall of glass cabinets also by Tuds that I filled with kitchen clutter like plates and vases and glasses, etc. So yeah, I wanted the kitchen to be quite minimal because there is not much space for the kitchen either. The townhouses are quite small, you're not going to believe it, but they are quite small, even though they are on a 50 by 40 lot. But the garden takes up a lot of space as well, and I didn't want them to be overwhelmingly huge because, let's be honest, everything in London is freaking tiny. Anyway, the kids' room in this house is one of my favorites ever because I just love that terracotta color, and I used obviously items from the new kids' room set by my Shuno-san, and obviously items from the usual suspects like Oak House by Pierre, Tiny Travels by Felix and Harry, and Small by Charlie Pancakes. I think all of their kids' room CC is just to die for, and I loved creating these kids' rooms. I also discovered another CC creator a couple of weeks ago, Panda Sama. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Panda Sama creates really adorable kids' room CC that is functional. So they are like toys and play items that toddlers and kids can really play with. So for example, the rocking horse is actually usable for toddlers, and I love it so much. It looks so adorable. And they have lots of other little play items that are really cute, and I can't believe I didn't have them in my game earlier. It's so fun to have actual CC that's functional for kids, because I've said it before, like, that I don't really have many activities for kids and toddlers. So yeah, this is really fun, and there's so many more items that they created that I haven't used yet, so I'm excited to use them in the future. But yeah, after what feels like an eternity of me just waffling, the video is coming to an end now. It's probably going to be my longest video ever, but yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. I really hope you like the way these London townhouses look, and the way they're furnished and everything. I really hope you like it, and like I said, leave a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. Do let me know which is your favorite townhouse out of these three in the comments down below, and I can't wait to see you again next week with a brand new Sims 4 speed build. Bye!